All right, y'all. I just made it home and I don't got a lot of time. Y'all already know who I am. It's your girl, Lola Love. And I want to talk with y'all a little bit about who this masked mystery man was that came out during Survivor Series and interfered in the War Games match. Got about, what, maybe 5-6 minutes before Raw come on. I'm going to give you my theory. I already gave Oz my theory about who I think it is. And you know what? If they're going with this is one of the most creative directions that they ever did. So I know this is for one out of the box, okay? But and it might not be, but it was just something that was really, I don't know why it was weighing heavy on my mind. But if we're going back some years, and if anybody remembers when Buddy Matthews at the time, Buddy Murphy, was with Seth Rollins, and he was supposed to be his discipline, something like that. And it turned out that Seth decided to make Austin Theory his discipline. Okay. So that, eventually caused the split between Rollins and Buddy. Now, on a personal note, Buddy has so much respect for Seth. He speaks highly of him. And we know that we've seen him even pay homage to him during his moveset in AEW. Now, Seth Rollins, the character, being Seth Rollins, being that visionary, we've seen Seth be conniving and sneaky and underhanding, all type of these things. But we also saw that Seth is very, very smart and very calculating. And he proved that back when he was telling Roman about Paul Heyman. He knew for a fact what Paul Heyman was, who he is, what he do, all that jazz. And Becky Lynch also reminded Paul, after Paul turned on Seth, hey, he was using you. He knew what you are, all of this. What if Seth Rollins, if this is supposed to be Austin Theory that everyone's saying, what if Seth Rollins knew Paul Heyman's plan? Since Paul Heyman said he stays a step ahead. And Seth Rollins being somebody that Paul ain't never really messed with. I mean, you've had heavy hitters and stuff, but nobody really calculating and conniving. Paul Heyman was that for his Paul Heyman guys. Not them alone. But Seth Rollins is that all by himself, which is why I always said he didn't need a Paul Heyman. However, what if Seth knows about Paul Heyman's plan and then he chose to pick somebody else to pretend to be Austin Theory when in fact it's not Austin Theory? And we continue probably to see this masked man. It doesn't really get revealed tonight, but we continue to see this masked man until Seth returns. And it turns out, it's whoever Seth decided it was going to be. I don't know. It's just in my head. It would have been really cool if it was Buddy Murphy. But I know AEW, it's not possible. But hey, a girl can